Hey guys, Jedi270 here from Airsoft RX and TX911gear.com. You just saw the video, or if you haven't, please go over there and check it out. It was the last one I uploaded, was the chronograph of the WE XDM40. On the table you see it disassembled next to WE's very popular MEU 1911 in olive drab and custom colors that belongs to my son Pyro. So what am I doing? Basically, I'm going to discover why the XDM has a better cyclic rate and a better FPS stock than the MEU, and it's also going to explain, hopefully, why with the Reaps bucking installed that it will increase it yet even higher, and why it's such a good pistol to have. So I felt it was nice enough to just go ahead and compare them between pistols of the same company. So first, let's get weights on the XD. Okay, we got 10.1 that it locked in on the frame. Okay, and we'll take that off. Alright, and let's reset this thing. And now we will check on its slide. And it's also 10.1. And now we will check its mag. We'll wait for that beep. That means it's locking it in at 9.2 ounces. So now we've got those. Now let's go and check the MEU. Alright. Let's go with the frame first. The frame weighs in at 1 pound, 2.7 ounces. And the slide, if I'm not mistaken, well, there went the daggone spring guide. Speaking of the spring guide, this is another thing that's going to make this gun a little bit different, but yet we're going to probably see that they're almost the same in weight. They're exactly the same at 10.1 on the slide. And the reason I say this is that this slide weighs in at 10.1 with the metal guide rod. You see how short that one is? Whereas the XDM weighs in at 10.1 with the metal guide rod and has a full guide rod. So basically, give or take a couple of tenths of an ounce, the XDM really is a lot lighter in comparison. And let's check the mag. Alright, that locks in at 7.2 ounces. And then I'm going to pause here and reassemble these guns and do them as their total weights. Alright guys, we're back. I've got them assembled, and there's one thing that I want to really say right up front. I'm not a huge fan of the 1911 full-size MEU from WE. I mean, I like the gun. It does need a full-length guide rod. It makes it hard when you assemble it, and I think it really does affect its performance overall. I think that's something that anybody who owned that pistol, this is my son's by the way, I think that's something that anybody would want to upgrade first. Reaps makes a bucking system, and the Reaps bucking is a little bit flatter on the bottom than any other bucking that's currently in use by WE. And I think you can get it at an Asian website. I think the last time Booby sent me a link to it, it was like $12.75 a piece. And on the WE G18C, he had to do a little bit of modification. So if you go over to his channel and you order that bucking, please watch that, because you may end up having to do that mod with the XPS for the 1911s. But what that Reaps bucking does is it gives you out to 60 meters in your ability to reach your target, man-sized target, and it increases your FPS like by 20, which is unbelievable, and the proof's in the pudding over there on Booby's page. So let's take a look at the WE MEU 1911 fully assembled. Let it lock in. 2 pounds 4.2 ounces. And let it reset. The WE XDM40. It locks in at 1 pound 13.3 ounces. So, even though the slides on these two pistols come out to almost being the same in length and width and thickness, there is a difference of material for one. Two, this one doesn't have a long guide rod where this one does, but this one still comes out on top as far as lightweight. This is, in my opinion, why this pistol cycles better. It cycles cleaner. It's more gas efficient than the full-size 1911. This one is more gas efficient than my Kimber Desert Warrior, which is a 4.5. They should come in a little bit closer on the weight comparison, because it's a actual a 4.3 inch barrel, so it's a 4.5 inch slide, where these are 5 inch slides and 4.5 inch inner barrels. If you're into the lightweight, or in any different type of make and model of gun, even from the same company, this is why this pistol performs better than this one. It has a better use of gas to cycle back the lighter slide, and to its lighter frame. The magazines, yeah, let's take a look at those real quick side by side before I end this, because I know somebody's going to ask. The magazines of these two pistols are made of the same CNC material, okay? And you know it's CNC, you can tell by looking at it, because of the cuts and the tool marks. Now, this is obviously a double stack, this is a single stack, and this one is actually almost another magazine wider than this one. And yet they come in, well, see, 2.1 ounce difference is what they come in at weight. And absolutely beautiful magazines. These are the best ones WE has put out. Like if going over to Evic and you buy the $19 Holy Cow magazines, they are not made by WE. I don't care what they say, they're an aftermarket mag, and they are not as high quality, and they will leak faster. So if you buy one of those type magazines to save a little bit of money, whatever you do when you review it, don't review it as a leaky WE mag. Review it as a leaky aftermarket mag. This is the Jedi 270 from AirsoftRx.com, TX911gear.com, and this has been a comparison of the WE MEU and the XD40 from WE in weight testing. Each time I do a test, we'll do a different part of that test, and we'll put it all together, and that's where I will draw my overall review, and I will give you my from 0 to 10 stars on this new weapon. Thanks for watching.